Um, okay, so I was gonna give you guys a little bit about the topic. The topic is on becoming and stopping. You know, how we become a doing self in the moment, and how do we stop that? So this teaching comes from a bigger teaching of dependent origination, which is basically whatever that experience you have, thought, feeling, experience you have of, or just outside of you or inside of you, is depending on something else that came before it. So things arise and become a cause or condition for something else. So the becoming, there's 12 links in that chain of dependent origination. It starts from ignorance or not really understanding the truth of things, and it goes up to 12 links. Becoming is link number 10. Link number 10, and it's about um, it says the process of becoming is the entire range of behavior in response to craving and grasping, and the subsequent condition of life, conforming to craving, grasping, and behavior. So the link is about, okay, there is lack of understanding, lack of good wisdom, there's ignorance, there is delusion, there is hatred, there is craving, you know, all of that. And then a thought or a sense or, you know, a sound comes in, or something you see, or a memory you have, or a desire for future you have. uh, it builds up, it builds up and brings into a feeling kind of a tone. I'm really making it short and succinct so that you don't have to be bogged down by those links. So it goes into a, when we have an experience, it quickly it gives us a feeling tone. The feeling tone about that experience could be pleasant or unpleasant, or neither pleasant or unpleasant. And from there, the mind takes over and develops a perception of the situation. It's biased. It's really related to our, you know, history of things, our triggers, our past, and our desires for future, our wishes and wants, and all of these things. It it gets influenced by all of that, and then we have a perception about the situation, and off we go into trying to, if it's unpleasant, we try to push it away. If it's pleasant, we try to grasp onto it. So both grasping for the pleasant or pushing away of the unpleasant are attachment, the qualities of attachment. We're attaching to something that we'd like it to be different or more of this. I'm really giving you a very fast, quick rundown. And that attachment, we cling to it. So the number kind of 9, step number, link number 9 is clinging to that sense of, oh, I like this, I really would love it. And we just hold on to it. And that, after the clinging, a behavior starts. We act on it. We send the email, we make a phone call, we get up and drive, we whatever, we go to the refrigerator, open the door, right? So we act on it. When you act, when you're in the action of it, that's the state of becoming. You have become it's the result of all of the previous links. And now that you have become, it's very, very difficult to see it, to see that my action, my choice is dependent on craving and clinging and attachment and all this. And where is this leading? Is this good for me? Is it bad for me? In the moment of the action, you know, we're disconnected from that. And of course, after that comes birth. Birth, you know, this is now gets into a little bit more philosophical realm of birth, and then aging and death, which means from the big picture of, you know, reincarnation, if you think about it, or from the small picture of this life. what's happening in this life, we, you know, we're constantly becoming something. From there it goes down. The moment you, so I'm, this is just like a background, whatever is triggering within you to ask questions about, you know, what is the cause. We're looking for the causes and conditions of our consistent, continual searching for pleasant, you know. This is our strategy. Push away unpleasant, more of the pleasant, and it doesn't work because you cannot make it stable and steady and lasting long, you know. So so when Ajahn comes, you can ask any questions about anything specific. I mean, please write them down so that this is about our life. You know, why do I get disappointed? Why do I get how? It's a technical matter of what happens in our mind, in our psyche, that we arrive at this conclusion in the moment. Any conclusion we have in the moment, there is a process in the background that if we can actually get to understand it and catch it, up to I believe where, so some of the links are okay. Sound comes in, goes through the doorway of the ear. From the doorway of the ear, consciousness of the sound picks it up. So some of these are unconscious, are happening like behind the scene, but with our mindful awareness practice, we can catch them. That look, it was either a thought is a sense. So, you know, mental activity that includes memories and past and future and thoughts and analyzing and wishes, and, you know, all these things are, is considered a sense in the realm of the Buddhist psychology. So we have the five senses, and number six is the sense of mental activity. Not so much intuition, that's different. So it comes through, and it takes us to a conclusion, a perception, and we act on the perception, and often takes us into, you know, realm of suffering. Now if you're not, if you do something that is wise, that does not lead to unhappiness or suffering or regret or remorse, if that's not happening, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about an action that leads to, you know, it doesn't work. It's just is not effective. It's constantly producing a sense of unease,